Over 100 years ago, with the discovery of quantum physics, we've known that everything on our planet is energy. And so although we may look at the floor or a table or a chair and think, well, that's pretty solid, if we were to see under a very powerful microscope, we'd actually see lots of tiny particles moving around. And so we know that everything, including us, is energy. And Albert Einstein was quoted as saying, everything is energy, and this is not philosophy, this is science. And so as a healer, we are trained to actually become much more sensitive to energy. Because what we do when we're working with clients is to change their energy field. Because when we are ill, the reason we are ill is because our energy is out of balance. You're already probably quite sensitive to energy anyway. And maybe you've found in the past that you've walked into an empty room and you can actually feel the energy in that room. You can sense that this is a place of laughter, of love, of joy. Or maybe you feel there's perhaps been anger or conflict in that room. And so, as a healer, we need to intensify that sensitivity. Because what we do with clients is to find where the energy blockage is that's causing the problem that we all have, which is usually physical. And we know that we become ill because our bodies on some level are out of balance, out of alignment. And so what a healer does is to train to be able to feel that energy in our clients' bodies. And it's a little bit like there's a blockage which is stopping the body from healing itself. Because as you probably know, our bodies are designed to become well. Our bodies want to be well. But because of our lifestyles, the food we eat, the stress that many are under, then our bodies get out of balance. And so the healer's job is to sense which part of the body there is this energy blockage and release that blockage. A little bit like a plumber. You know, the plumber comes round when you've got a blocked sink and does some plunging and the blockage is removed and the water starts to flow as it should do. Well, that's exactly the same as when we're working with clients. We release the blockage, the energy starts to flow through the body again, and we become well. So to actually feel energy, one of the easiest ways is just to rub your hands as quickly as you can, really warming those hands there, and then bring your arms out and very slowly bring your hands together until you can start to feel that little bit of resistance. It's almost like putting your hands into a bowl of water. If you can't feel that, don't worry too much. Let's just do it again, this time even faster. Bring your hands out. Bring them back in again. It's a little bit like if you have two magnets and you try and put the poles together, they repel each other. So that sort of energy is what we call magnetic energy, and that's the natural energy in our bodies. And this is the energy. Very often people come to me and say, well, why do I want to do your healing course? I can heal already. And I say, fine. How do you feel when you finished working with a client? And inevitably they say, well, I actually feel tired. And that's what's happening, is that particular person doing healing is using their own energy to work with a client. It's a little bit like if you have a child and the child falls over and starts to cry, we lift the child up, mum does, sort of pat it on the back, and the energy from the mum is being transmitted automatically without her knowing into the child to soothe it, and very quickly the child is well. And obviously there is no problem with that, but if as a healer we're working with say 5 or 6 clients in a day, if we were to give our own energy to each of those clients, then they would be fine, they would walk away feeling really good, but we as the healer would be absolutely drained and really, really tired. And so we need to learn how to transmit energy from the divine, from God, wherever you believe that source is, through us and into our client. I just want to show you something a moment. This is it's actually called an energy stick, not a very original name, but this little device here shows the energy that we actually have within our bodies. Now, there are no batteries in this at all, it's just 3 or 4 little filaments, and if I hold one end there and then I complete the circuit, if you like, and hold the other end, you can see that this little thing lights up. So the energy in my body is powerful enough to light up this little energy stick. So hopefully you've learned a little bit more about sensing energy, and my next little video will be on seeing energy. How can you actually see the human aura? And once you can learn how to do that, then you'll never have another dull moment. So look out for that one. If you would like any more information about what we've been talking about today, about sensing, or about our workshops, both online and in person, then just give us a call or email us at the address you can see below. Thank you.